Oh.
All right. Good evening, and welcome to episode 73 of them District Boys podcast. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Captain Al's steak, shrimp, seafood, all of the above. Michael West down at DirectAuto, Collision Depot in Gaucher, the Marty Wilson. Brad J with Real Broker LLC. He sells a little bit of commercial, a little bit of residential, a little bit of everything. District Coffee House, downtown Ocean Springs, Pascagoula, and coming to OS 1515 in downtown Ocean Springs. They got breakfast, they got lunch, they got booze, a little bit of everything. Oliver Scott Insurance. They got home, auto, commercial, life, best dude on the planet, Oliver Scott Insurance. And don't forget to watch Adult Best Friends on Apple TV. Tonight's guest is a big-time producer. She produces big-time events and big-time commercials, does a little bit of everything. And her other mate tonight does auto wraps and all kind of cool stuff. So with no further ado, we got Denise Bauman and Casey Lahan.
You got it.
Pretty accurate. Yeah.
My favorite thing is Brad doing the pitch. Yeah, I really love it, Brad. Like it's
so much better.
Yeah.
Video.
I could totally tell when it was your business because you went hard on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean
that's the perk of having that job.
Brad and Justin been here. What? How long? 2 hours? How long have you been setting up for?
I got here for you. Started at 4.
So you get top billing for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Well, this is I would call this a creative podcast.
I like it.
Y'all both do creative
Definitely.
shit. A lot of
We do.
creative shit.
And together
Yeah.
and separate.
Mm-hmm.
And then we come as one, like the photos you shared of us where you look like we're an in-love couple.
A little bit too much.
Or the
of that.
Halloween one I shared of y'all too.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, y'all was a lot of.
What were you doing there, Jourdan?
What?
When you did this?
Just because it's easy if you pull up, like I pulled up Casey's name and there was a photo of Denise too, and I'm like, they're both coming on. So
He ignored all the other photos.
He got
All
easy
the
on
other-
it. He was
We
like,
literally-
"Oh, here's both of them in one pic. Let me
Yeah.
just post this."
We literally have beautifully curated, photoshopped white teeth, all our teeth in some photos, but you used us drunk at 875 2 years
and
ago.
I'm
Thank you
using
for that.
I'm using like a random font too. I'm not even putting too much effort in it nowadays.
I love it.
I was going to use, instead of white font, I was going to use peach, but I changed my mind last minute decision. No, I was doing it while we're on the I was doing it while I was on this golf cart.
Yeah, I figured you're on the toilet or golf
Yeah,
cart.
we're on the golf cart and driving, we're hitting bumps, and I'm like, got to get this out,
What kind of bumps?
There's some bumps. There's some Ocean Springs bumps.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You hit about
Wait a minute.
Still can be more specific.
Yeah. Well, in Ocean Springs, there is a lot of bumps and bumps and bumps and bumps.
Meanwhile, it's me and Casey on the phone, and Casey's like, Denise, why do we look like a fucking couple? I'm like, I have no idea. And then you drop the Dark Angels today, and I'm like, how is he finding these archive photos of us?
Yeah.
Casey's like, he could have had you in a Mardi Gras. We do Mardi Gras stuff together. It could have, but no, JoJo made sure we definitely look like we're in a relationship.
Oh, he said mate. So I don't know what's the conspiring going on. I have no idea.
I think kill two birds with one stone.
We're practically siblings.
Yeah, we're like more like siblings, so it was
Well,
very.
you both got fiancés, but if I seen that photo,
It was very Latimer. Like I was feeling Latimer.
Yeah.
looking at the
I
pictures.
mean, it's just one of the things. Like it is a situation where it's like it is confusing a little bit. But y'all both got fiancés. Your fiancé's right here.
Yeah.
And where's your fiancé at right now?
She's in Nashville right now.
Nashville. So yeah,
and she's
y'all are good.
basically my niece, so that's
Yeah.
what makes it even more funny.
Yeah. It's like the
It's
universe
live.
pulls
Full
us
circle.
together. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You did Mississippi proud, thank you.
Yeah, well, I mean, so how about this? The next thumb, whatever I make, I'll make it separate. I'll put a little more effort. Okay.
There you go.
He's gonna find the one picture where like you stuck your tongue out.
Oh, I'm
and
going to have
then
to fucking kid
superimpose
photos. What are you talking about?
Like the AI
Oh,
videos
awesome.
now, where y'all
AR
start making
child
up.
Denise is expecting
Oh, that might happen.
Casey Jr.
So let's go with you first, Casey. Why you be rapping shit? What is that? How'd you get started in that?
Honest truth, YouTube. Yeah, I I really didn't know what I wanted to do out of school, but I knew that I wanted to be recognized for something. So it was more of like a self-driven type of thing. I've always been a talker, so I knew, sales was a good thing. And then I got my first car, and it was a Mustang, and I just dove into stuff and learned a little rapping on YouTube, and boom, here I am today. Yeah, I rap every day.
Tell them how many years, because
I'm going on myself being employed for 6 years, but I've been doing it for 7 years.
Dude, tell us about the casket wrapping and stuff like that, and you're known as the casket wrap guy.
Yeah,
You literally wrapped Carl the Rooster's
Carl the
box,
Rooster.
right?
Yeah,
So,
that was 2 years ago.
How'd that come about? Yeah.
2 years ago. So I've wrapped for, I've had my own wrap shop for about 6 years. The casket wrapping thing happened. My little sister passed away, and on January 2022, and I wrapped her casket for her just to do something very special. And I remember posting a video kind of showing people what I did for her, and it blew up. I think the video had like 80,000 views or something like that. And within the next couple of days, I'm getting blown up by funeral homes.
You did the chick in New Orleans.
Oh yeah. So
attack and all that. That was
yeah,
awesome.
it's, I hate the statistic because normally the caskets I do are children, but we just did like our 210th one last week. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. We do more caskets than some small funeral homes have done in like 2 years. Yeah. But
how's that work then? The family comes to you, or the funeral home does? I mean, that's heavy.
yeah,
It's gotta be a lot of detail of what they want. And,
it is. So, aside my car wrap shop, I mean, we stay busy. It's Casey Wraps in downtown Gulfport. But we stay busy with cars, signs, boats, a lot of automotive stuff. And then the casket side of it, I have a bunch of funeral homes that kind of have me on dial, and they know what to do. So I'll have funeral home directors hit me up, and then I'll have random families just look online, look at my number, hit me up. So we have a quick response. We have a 3-day kind of turnaround time for the caskets. So, I mean, it's quick, and I put everything aside just to do it. But we'll get a call, and I pick the family's brain. We've done so many of these. I have like all the templates ready to go. Like I can do this very quick, and we can start printing and then laminating and then installing within the next 2 days. Yeah.
He's being modest, but I do want to say, and I've never said this to you, I think what's amazing is all those numbers of caskets he's done. He didn't solicit the jobs ever.
No,
they all came to him. Every single one of them come to him. So on a business standpoint, to me, that shows your work ethic with the casket wrap, and the quality is speaking for itself because the people are coming to you. He hasn't solicited one. He didn't say, "Hey, I saw your son passed away." Da da da. They find him, and I think on a business standpoint, that's amazing.
You were telling me, I think you don't get any money from that either. I think
you
raise the money from it. Or?
No, that's a misconception. I mean, we do this as a fully functioning service.
Yeah.
I could not do this without making any money because it's not cheap. But there are some circumstances where there might be a local family, and maybe the family doesn't reach out to me, but it's like friends of theirs or the local community. Yeah. And I don't want to reach out, but eventually somebody reaches out to me. And I have this thing where I remember watching my parents go through the funeral phase.
Yeah.
And my parents lost their 21-year-old daughter. And it was the first time we ever had a young, unexpected death in our family. And it was just very weird. Like, you go to a funeral home and it's retail. Like it's they weird, give you a book and you pick out stuff.
I was there recently.
We had to deal with that with our brother, man, that passed, and we were, he got cremated. And
it's just
so weird.
It's it's a weird experience. They're like, check out this one. This one's 3,000. This one's this.
Yeah.
And man, I did not like the feeling, like watching my parents, like trying to take that in while still trying to take in like their child is dying. And so I try my best. First I'll ask the family. I'm like, hey, we have a good community. I can post something on Facebook and try to get this paid for, and there's like 99% of the time it happens. So I hate charging people. I really do, especially young kids. It's just so unexpected. So yeah, we'll make a post on Facebook as long as it's okay. Awesome. And man, I don't know how many kids' caskets have been paid for, like from the community, and even adults too, like just tragic events.
Yeah.
But no, we don't do every single one of them for free. I wish, like if I was a millionaire, I'd pay somebody to do it all day long.
All day long,
yeah. But yeah.
Go into that situation. Do they put you in the pamphlets now? I guess that's what they're doing. They're putting you in. These funeral homes are actually putting you a part of that book. If I had to guess, service, you probably get a heavy part of that now.
It's not really insanely heavy. I provide them with something that's really easy because I don't like the funeral home just kind of selling a dream that I can't do. So we give them pamphlets that they can choose from, and then we also have like an order book. So it's up to them. I don't know if they show it or not.
Have you ever got a really bad pixelated image?
Oh, very bad, very bad.
They're the worst.
Yeah, no, I've had some crazy images, like old images, but I'm telling you, we just started using. I mean, about half a year ago, we started using AI, and the reconstructive of pixels that AI can use is crazy. Like we'll take a photo that is like 50, looks 50 years old. From Pac-Man, and it'll just regenerate the photo and looks so good. Yeah.
Just being so heavy, like you get final approval from the family, like you got to show them one last proof of how it would look.
Oh yeah, so we don't print anything without getting a thumbs up. So the way we have our template set up, it looks very realistic. I mean, I can show you, I can send you pictures, but the family's able to see everything.
Brad could probably pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, you might have to search for it on there. But if you go to my Facebook or like In Memory Casket Wraps or Casey Wraps, yeah.
So you were revolutionary on this.
You did, man. You really did.
That's what a lot of people said. They never heard of it. You know, I'm in the wrap industry, so I see people do it all the time. I think it was a little bit different because not a lot of people push it, which I didn't want to. I didn't want to at all. The people that were asking me, I told them I didn't want to. I said, no, I didn't want to have the feeling that I was making money off my sister's death. This is a hard thing. And then I got hit up by a family with like a 2-year-old, and I had no way I could say no. And then I talked to my grandpa about it, and he said, well, just, it's a service. You got to offer the service. And so I kind of went on a mission to really push it. And I do have some big plans for it, to the point where I eventually want to turn this into a funeral home. So, because we have in memory casket wraps, and then I would love to do in memory memorial services or funeral home, and just make something like this crazy awesome experience for families.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have friends in the funeral industry. We're very good friends with O'Keefe's. So
I love the O'Keefe's, but there's money, obviously, because people won't spare any expense to honor that. Fallen. But
there's definitely money in it. I've seen
so much money in the funeral business.
Well, it's something that's never going to go away, right?
Yeah, but it's so much.
There's money in it, but what sucks is the people that are in it for money, because you can 100% tell the difference of a service between somebody that's either was maybe traumatized by death and it pushed them to go into the industry or the service versus somebody that wants money. I mean, there are funeral homes that want you in and out, like get my payday and get out, and there's some that will be your friends for the rest of your life, and that's how I kind of feel on it. Like it's a emotional type of.
I mean, for my family, I'm primary, so I mean, probably Denise's family too, but we're all Bradford O'Keefe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
we're all Biloxi, Howard Avenue.
So I got that video playing
now. Yeah.
You got to share right now.
That was for the young kid that passed away in the field house at Goshen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Football player.
That
huh?
one was one of the ones community raised
Yes.
money on your Venmo.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's
No,
amazing.
it's less than a day, dude. The community will pay for that stuff within an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we shut it off afterwards, but it's awesome.
How'd y'all get together?
I was just about to say, you'd think I'd do this with him, but we really do support each other, so I know what's going on in his business. and he knows what's going on mine. We got together doing Mardi Gras event together. My company does this all-inclusive Mardi Gras float experience.
Drop the name and plug it right here. Look at that camera, Denise. Plug your company.
Hello, my name is Denise Bauman. Some call me Denise Buttman. Only my man calls me that. Anyway, my company is Creative Elements Productions, and we do one of our services is an all-inclusive Mardi Gras float experience. We literally, for your company, create a custom wrapped float with like billboard quality signage, graphics. We custom design your shirts for the float, your beads. Casey saw it. We had 7 pallets of beads. Happy clients, 3 custom style of beads, cups, sunglasses, and he did the wrap. So Casey did the wrap the first year, and we were like, did you just become my new best friend? Yep.
We met on the float.
Yeah.
So it was all talk.
All talk on the phone.
All talk. All the business was done. And she's like, hey, do you want to ride on the float? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Met on the float floor.
And then it's like a weird Capricorn thing. We're both Capricorns, and we discussed that. And
What is a Capricorn?
this
A mystical
a
creature.
mystical creature that's very bossy, very difficult, but a huge heart. I think it's like
Hey, guys, let's share it because your family's probably gonna want to watch, but I don't think we shared it out.
okay.
Because your mom, I know your mom definitely want to watch right now.
Shout out to Maria Bauman.
Yeah,
She loves
grab your phone
JoJo.
and share it.
And she has Zion.
Casey shared it to your family
Sure.
too.
Oh, sure.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Cool.
I mean, we're here. All right, guys. I don't know if you watched the new episode of Reacher, but it was pretty good.
I didn't know.
I love that
She's
show.
my
Reacher.
best friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Big guy or
Yeah,
yeah,
Amazon
I
Prime.
love him.
Season 3's out right now.
I forgot his name. It's awesome.
What have you watched all seasons?
I don't know about that. I don't know
You need to
about
catch
watch
up.
it. I'm not gonna
It's
watch
34
something.
minutes. It's 34 minutes.
Bro, we'll work all day and podcast all night.
So that's slotted in, dude. It's Thursday nights. 34 minutes.
When?
I mean, I'll have to. I love that show. I don't know if y'all watch that.
I don't have time to watch
It's the
TV.
guy from Blue
I
Mountain.
really
You're not
don't.
drinking as much as me.
We gotta do a tequila
No.
shot. We need
Yeah.
to-
I'll watch
TV.
like
Okay.
reels and
It's tequila.
that's about it.
I mean, we got plenty of time right now, guys. We're podcasting. It's a late night podcast.
Late night podcast.
It's the late night
This
show.
is late for
It's
me.
like- it's like
for
dinner and a movie.
Tuesday.
I brought my dinner and my drink.
I got some chicken salad and some pimento cheese over there from Little Market too. I can bring that
I
and
like
put
your
on the
style.
table. Yeah, all right, I'm put that on the table.
Okay, I'm handicapped. You want to go grab that tequila?
Oh, tequila shot. Yeah.
I might trip over a cord and shit. I've done it. Yeah, I do shot tequila.
Yeah.
Justin wants a shot. Brad wants a shot.
Shot.
Everybody should think. Yeah. Casey wants a shot.
So, how was that parade? That
I'll
Fat
pass.
Tuesday parade was lit.
It was lit. We have a really amazing client that hires us every year at MGM Sportsbook
Right.
company, and they partner with Beau Rivage, who's also awesome. And it's cool because all of their guests are actually this year they booked an entire player charter, 2 of them. So they flew people from New Jersey, New York,
Wow.
Canada, and as their player perk.
Oh,
for
so that's a player club float.
Yeah,
Oh, that
but
makes
it's
sense.
very specific. So like that MGM took a lot of their sportsbook players from the Northeast and charter flighted them to experience Beau Rivage and experience Mardi Gras, which to me, I play at the casino. If my player's card got me that and I never did it, that's so sick. You know what I mean? For me, it was cool to show people that don't know Mardi Gras.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
I feel like this year we did really good as a community. It was pretty safe. You didn't hear a lot of bad things go on at the parade.
Did you guys run out of beads? There's no way you
No.
guys threw those
We
beads.
didn't run out of beads.
Yeah.
Creative Elements is an expert ordering beads. Thank you. We had 7 pallets.
Casey told me how many beads y'all had. I was like, there's no
And
way.
thank you to Kai and Diego for
Yeah.
loading them. I paid them a lot of money for that blood, sweat, and tears.
There was so many fucking beads on this
So-
parade, dude.
Many beads.
Yeah.
And by the way, because of the
Thank
companies
you.
we don't do those small, twisty, shitty beads. It was the nice
No, I
big
know.
boys,
I give props to Denise because
You in here?
I
he did give me a nice
You got
compliment.
the good hair. You should take a shot.
take a shot. I would actually get drunk smelling that. So I'm gonna drink my own drink.
Casey called me and said, "Now I've done Mardi Gras on my own float. I give you props."
Oh yeah, no, we did a float.
All right. Looks like did you get one?
No, I don't do that, but this is good. Vodka.
You have rainbow hair. What the fuck?
I just don't do that.
Yours?
I'm good. It's good. Thank
Okay.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, wait. There we go.
you. Look at
All right.
Kai.
The Creative Podcast.
Creative podcast.
Where's Justin at? We leave Justin in here? Justin? Absolutely. Y'all go ahead. You sure? I don't like leaving Justin out. No, I'm good.
Yeah, tell them how you realize how
Oh yeah.
well of an oil machine I got going on.
Wow.
Yeah, no, high respect for Denise because she's done this for the last couple years, and I thought, it was going to be a breeze, and we did a company float for KC Wraps. No, we did it a 2-week notice, 3-week notice.
Something like that.
It was crazy. It was crazy. Definitely need to be prepared next year. It was fun though.
We didn't run out.
We did not run out. I also surrounded my beads like a mother bear.
Yeah.
I
I did notice that we had
literally was
we had
standing on my bags.
Some bead bandits on the flip. But
There was, yeah. And I'm so cheap. I literally watch beads like throwing money.
I
Dude.
mean, I was 6 years in that.
Yeah, it's like literally throwing money.
I was about to jump off the float to go get 'em.
$700 on beads. And let's tell you something. We all knew we're about to get to the IP, our last turn. We're throwing boxes of beads.
See, I didn't know we were going in front of the boat, but we did end up going.
They changed the route this year, which I hope it goes back. The other route, it wasn't the association, it was City of Biloxi changed the route,
Safety reasons.
I guess.
There's people that die.
But
Was that guy fell off the float a couple years ago?
Oh no,
Guy
my
didn't know.
my mom does. She's an insurance adjuster and she does
Yeah.
claims for the city. There's been some horror stories on Mardi Gras.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was in Neptune for a long time. So, I mean, we get on a float, we'd have 2 security guards, harnesses, and that's where at Neptune, that's why you have to wear a mask. You can't show your identity. But, you have the beard, though. You already know. But no, I mean, it was fun, but it was dangerous because, I mean, there's people that run out front, there's people that run out front of the floats. And it's like, it's especially being a nighttime parade, it's like, these kids, get excited. Oh man, there's a samurai sword. So they're going to run underneath the tire. If a dad's talking to a buddy, he's not paying attention to his kid.
you can ask him and Kai, like when I'm on the float, my clients want me on the float because I'm the fun one. And I'm like, but y'all don't need me. But really, I'm just the mom of the float. So I make sure all the people on the float are safe. And then I yell at people, back up. It's just like I'm yelling, top of my lungs, put your baby in the back row, woman. Like, by the way, apparently I'm a really good thrower. The pitcher Jonathan Papelbon. He's like World Series.
Sounds pretty badass.
Yeah, he was the special guest for BetMGM, and he was like, "You throw really well. I have really good aim. I hit 2 babies within the first 5 minutes, so I stopped throwing beads. Like I'm really good."
Dude, I got a whole bag of beads up to Ivan Spinner's on top of the bell.
Oh, I made one up there.
I got it out there.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I hit Cody Cincinnati in the head with one on the second
Was it
tier.
on accident?
No, that was on purpose.
Yeah, I was pretty spot on. I mean, most of the time you're helping for us. You're helping your boy. There's always that one drunk friend. I'm not your name on podcast, but there's always that drunk friend that's like, I can't walk. I can't move. Like, for instance, like Neptune, you start at like 9 a.m. and you don't work till 6. Like, you don't start till 6. So everybody's like, you're not just drinking like water. I mean, you're drinking Buffalo Trace. You're drinking, and all of a sudden 4:30 rides around, and you're like looking at your buddy, and he's kind of laying there taking a little nap. And you're like, hey, we got to go. So it's like we do what you call like the leg lock. You put a leg in. If you ever see if there's always like 3 people together,
Like the weekend
hold
at
one
Bernie's.
person up.
Weekend at
Yeah.
Bernie's.
and you hold them up, and because on the Neptune you have the harness, so the harness goes to connecting to so they can do this, but as long as we hold them side to side, they're good.
Weekend at Bernie's.
That is literally
What's great.
weekend at Bernie's.
That's a clip for sure.
Look, that's what I started doing. Like I went from Buffalo Trace to like Celsius because I learned my lesson. Yeah.
I'm really good. I mean, I could drink that day, but I really am maybe having Zion turn me into a mom because I don't drink till the moment we're done. I just want everyone safe, and it is on my insurance, so I'm freaking panicking the whole time. Even though I have insurance, I don't want to have to call and use
Wait a
it.
minute, your flow's from the insurance?
Well, it's my
Gotta
company
have
puts on the whole experience, so
Oh, that is
it's
hot.
my event insurance. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, if anyone falls, I'm diving and scooping them up, but no one falls.
We got more parades coming up though. Patty's Day.
You excited for that?
Favorite holiday of the year.
You're gonna wear a tactical kilt, right?
We can make you some custom beads too.
Well,
I did that.
District.
I'll
Casey
have
did
them
that
made
for
just
me
not
already.
made. I mean,
Well, we do like light up ones and polyester.
Oh,
Are
she
they
does
made
that
right
like
here in the
these.
USA?
No, they are not.
oh shit.
Mine are.
China.
Excuse me, I have a custom design, custom mold,
Ticketed
and I heard they're going up 25%. I don't know.
I'm seeing Denise just hand making.
In the
Hand making
backyard.
beads.
There's like dried gnats in the glue and the resin. 'Cause we're outside in the back. I've
One
got
of
Zion
my
in
favorite
back
spots is Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree, buy you a bunch of toys.
there. JoJo, you know I don't do cheap beads.
No, I do. Like, shout out. I know Roy, you're watching this, but one of Roy Andrews' favorite gifts, I threw him a cross beer hat, and I threw him socks and pencils from Dollar Tree.
Wait,
Maybe
which,
Pencils. You don't throw
which
pencils
Roy
out there.
Anderson? Which one?
Little Roy.
Sharpen pencils.
So we did
Yeah.
his room
Oh,
this
wow.
year for Gulf Coast Carnival. So Gulf Coast Carnival, the Dukes and Maids have like a room makeover. I don't know if you know this tradition, but they rent the 5th floor.
Oh yeah.
And if you're a maid or a queen or king or duke, and he called and he was like, Denise, I don't know if you do this. I know you do big stuff, but I want my room to look awesome. And I said, you're an Anderson. This is not going to be a paper mache room. We're about to make this badass. So his room theme was El Dorado, the city of gold. And I went hard on that. And my team, Rafe, my designer, again, Kai was the worker man over there.
Looks
Still
sick.
tired.
I'm pretty sure Roy wore them socks I got him there. They're $1.25 Dollar Tree.
He's awesome. That's a very awesome family.
And how do you call Dollar Tree Dollar Tree? Like it's $1.25 now. What do you do to your name, right?
Wait, I didn't know that.
Yes, $1.25 everything. Now they got $3, $5.
What?
Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and Dollar General.
You need to go to Dollar General.
No, I
No,
will
General-
not.
I
General
swear
is
I didn't
not
know it was
a
a $1.25 tree.
Dollar Tree. is
That's too long.
What happened to Fred's?
Yeah.
What happened for it?
Have you heard of Frugals?
They have-
Yeah.
I didn't know. My mom finds kids books there.
Long Beach?
Kids books.
It's called Frugals.
This was a grocery store.
They sell
I
books.
only know one of them.
They sell books.
We got Ollie's by my
Shit.
house.
I have no idea.
You been to Ollie's?
Do you take your
They have
son
one
there?
over.
Your son
Oh,
thinks
Pastor.
that's his name on the sign.
Sometimes.
I love that.
He's pretty straight up with Oliver Scott though. He really dives into that name.
Yeah, he's precious.
Yeah, thank you. He'll be with me tomorrow. We're going to the Better Rose pool.
Oh, is it pool season?
Do it every year.
He
I
had the
love
Jenny
that
King convention tonight.
Oh
And
yeah.
I forgot about it. Shout out because I forgot about it. I totally forgot because I got a phone call and they're like, "Where are you at? Where are you at?" I'm like, "In Ocean Springs." And they're like, "We're at the Bow at the convention." I was like, "I thought it was next month." And I was like, "All right,
That's why I got pushing out.
yeah." And I got here 7:10. I tried to get back as fast as I could for you.
Yeah, I was late.
I
So-
lost $40 on Wheel of Fortune.
Casey, like your first crate, like your first exotic car, was that like nerve wracking for you?
No, but I can't remember what the first exotic car was.
Like
it
maybe
was
like
kind of-
an R8 or something like that.
It was definitely like
Do
a
you call an R8 an
milestone.
exotic car?
It was GTR, but I wouldn't
GTR.
consider that exotic anymore. A really cool thing. I thought this guy was bluffing. It was, I think, my first year in business. I get this call and it's like, "Hey, I'm in town. My girlfriend's there. I have it was a McLaren 570S. I'm like, okay. He wanted a color change. I just gave him the rundown. I thought it was just some person calling a bull crap. And I hear a car and I was like, well, what is that? It pulls up and it's an NBA player for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I can't remember his name, but he was a small forward. He gets out, he's huge. And he's saying I play for the OKC. And I'm like, okay. He pulls out the whole book and he has to call his financial guy to make sure he can pay. But yeah, he was dating a girl down here and he stayed the whole week for Valentine's. He dropped the car off. I cleared the whole schedule. and I worked on it. But that was probably my first, 300,000 plus car.
Well, now you're doing stuff for Spinner and too. You do a lot of their work, right?
Yeah, Ivan gives me a lot of cool cars. I was just at Gulf Coast Exotics the other day.
What'd you do? What'd you do there? The lights or?
I didn't do anything but look at his Ford GT
The Ford
over
GT is
there. Oh,
amazing,
so
yeah.
sexy, dude. So sexy. I think it's like one. Chris was telling me it's like one of 26.
I think it's like a $4 million car. or something.
No, it's not that much.
Really?
I think they have it listed for like 1.4 something.
About 1.4.
Yeah, but I think it was like 1.7. Like some are selling for 1.7.
Did Denise ever wrap her car?
I think it's in the works.
Yeah,
It's in the works.
He doesn't have his own car wrapped. I noticed that last night. I was
Whoa.
like, how the fuck do you not have your own car wrapped?
We're talking about Chrome deleting mine because I need like a sexy mom mobile.
Was
So it's like a Cadillac
SUV.
XT5.
Something
Yes,
like that.
it's not a huge one,
No, I like that one.
but I want it
Yeah.
blacked out. But Casey has taught me a lot about like you don't want the flat black
With a satin.
Satin.
because we have too much
Yeah.
pollen.
Satin's sexy.
So you want satin or gloss.
Or just
and
matte just kind of looks,
just-
I don't know. It looks
in my mind, I like
Dingy
that,
to me.
but on a
Yeah.
car,
it's like a charcoal
It
grill.
does.
And
It
my
does.
fingerprint sticks to it.
I would just do a unicorn car.
Unicorn.
You really need
No,
one.
JoJo, I'm only like unicorn on the clock. Like my heart is black.
Yeah, could you imagine like Denise pulling up with her fucking face on the side of the door?
That would be him.
Oh.
See, this is a misconception.
okay, though.
Did you see my Mardi Gras flag?
Funny you said that.
It's just him on the side
you
of
would,
the
think
floor.
you would think I'm the flashy one. I'd be the last one to put my face on the card. Casey, when we went to unroll my client's wrap, he goes, "Look what I did." It's Casey with the whitest, biggest teeth I've ever seen.
Slightly
He goes,
edited.
I AI'd myself and put myself on the side of the wrap. So Casey,
It was strategical. It's not like I'm cocky or anything.
no, but it's funny because it's just funny. You said I put my face on the card. It'd be Casey.
No, yeah, I just kind of did like a facial branding recognition.
I dig it.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
yeah.
love it. I made it
You're
lay
gonna-
beside
you're
it.
gonna see
Took
some
a
dumbass
video.
shit with insurance with me. I'm telling you, you're gonna see a billboard of me doing this,
Yeah.
and that's it. You're like, oh, you're the guy that thumbs up.
I did think
Oh,
about doing like one of those billboards for my company, but make it like oversized where my head had like a cutout and it was just big red hair.
It's cool when she does it.
Because yeah,
It's messed up when I
just
do
wanna
it.
like a billboard.
That color hair with the car wrap. Like,
that would be okay. I would dig it. I mean, I do send them on Instagram ideas all the time.
What do y'all think about this saying on a billboard? Y'all need insurance?
Yeah.
Right.
Shoot. I thought it sounded so funny. It'll come to me.
Y'all?
Okay.
Y'all, I do not like that word. I'm sorry.
What?
y'all.
Y'all, I just
Oh, I
can't do
say
it.
all the time.
I
Y'all?
cringe. I do not like that word. It just sounds. I know we're in South Mississippi. It just sounds lazy. I don't know.
It is lazy, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Good. I love it too.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like every.
Y'all back
It's a
the fuck
2-in-1.
up. Y'all back the fuck up.
It's a 2-in-1, baby.
I feel like if you said you guys back the fuck up, it's worse than y'all.
Y'all. Yeah, I don't like it.
I
You
love it.
say y'all, Casey.
Huh?
You say y'all.
I don't think I ever say y'all.
You hanging around me a lot, you're gonna be saying y'all all the fucking time.
I don't think
Y'all
so.
me?
I did think of a good marketing wrap though. I think I'm gonna get a Creative Elements Productions van and have Casey wrap it with a QR code and say, "Guess what's in the van?" with just a hello.
Okay.
Isn't that smart? But make it in these like sexy, maybe like Pornhub letters,
Whoa.
right?
There's a
And
company.
then
that
bam,
does that.
it's hire us to do your
Because
commercial.
what is it, a
or
bang
make
bus or you don't know?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but really, it's just going to lure you in to buy our marketing products
Yeah.
Or you can do free candy.
or custom beads.
How many times would you get pulled over in that van?
I really think I want to
Especially
do
in
that.
South
It's
Oh,
just like,
Yeah, it would be cool. Yeah.
I like it.
guess what's in the van?
I mean, you really don't know what marketing until you do it. That's what I think.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
one thing I love about marketing. I've been able to spend 6 figures on social media, through marketing, and some of the dumbest shit has done the best.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's the dumbest shit.
It's always
Yeah.
the dumbest stuff.
Man. Anyways, it's always the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Like it's the dumbest marketing stuff that really takes off.
I did a post one time. I love organic marketing, and I when I grew up in high school, I was always known as to be like the funny guy, and I think it kind of like instilled in my head that being funny, getting attention, and then just rolling with it. I made a post one time. I hardly ever dump any money into advertising, but I think one day I edited my work truck stuck in the sand on the beach, and I was like, someone helped me, and it had hundreds and hundreds of likes.
I'm
But it was like the
I'm
best.
laughing because you know which one I love.
I don't know which one. The one, the car wash.
What'd you do at the car wash?
I left my sunroof open, and water poured down. It got people's attention. And then you tag your website in the
That's
comments.
viral. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I realize I'm a very good friend and supporter because I know all your shit.
Deepest,
I
darkest
do.
secrets.
And then I
Oh, no.
do you guys want a cigarette?
Huh?
Your video, y'all got a cigarette? He was like, what do you think Gulfport be like?
Well, my shop's in my
And
shop's
he put his hat on back. He's like, y'all got a cigarette?
my shop's on 28th Street, which is
Fun. Which is
borderline
fun.
Y'all should have came to the Super Bowl party.
scary. Oh, it was very fun.
It
I
was
don't
lit.
work.
Yeah.
Creative Elements Productions does Super Bowl events.
Yeah.
Oh,
Casey Raps will be doing a Super
Shout
Bowl event
Shout
next
out.
year. It was cool. We went all out. We got like a 100-inch TV.
dude, he
Oh,
made
yeah.
his own
Um,
fucking
I
field.
know.
Like-
He wanted me there.
Yeah, I made my own Casey Raps turf. It
Yeah,
was
that
cool.
looked
That studio's sick,
Yeah.
man.
So you can print on turf too.
No, I am actually
Spray painted that, didn't you?
insane in the head, and when I see something, I do it, no matter what time of the day,
Yeah.
time of night.
Yeah, he showed me this photo the other day at that room. What do you
Yeah.
call it? The clean room?
The clean room, yeah. But I saw a photo, and then I literally dropped everything I did, went to the store, got turf, spray paint. I went in my plotter. I cut out a stencil of the logo, and I made a whole football turf for the business. It's still there. It's pretty cool. It's probably on my personal page if you go look at it. But yeah, every idea that gets in my head, I'll do it. Try to
Turn
anyway.
your hair
Is it hot?
What's it on?
down. Everyone's red. You're red. You're red.
Well, I was in the sun today.
Cool it off a little bit.
I tried to communicate to Kai, but he must have hit the vape. There we go. This is like 8 pounds of hair, so.
Oh yeah. But no, man, he like took a photo and edited it and like colored it in and made his own clean room.
Oh wait, I just
Sick.
posted a video of the shop today. Go look at it.
At the shop.
Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
on your
yeah. It's like the first thing I
on
posted it
your
this morning.
personal page?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can kind of see how the shop is. It's pretty cool.
I know you're digging all these Mardi Gras candidate photos going on here.
What is
Your
it?
photos, these photos of people taking of you. Who's taking photos of you?
I did that
On the
with
playground.
my iPad.
But the story, the first photo captured
Which
right
one?
after, I said, "Get the fuck down!"
Oh, so I have
But
like
I love the picture.
yeah. So the first parade I rode with her was the first float that I've ever been on, and I did get slightly intoxicated, and I somehow ended up on the side of the float, like hanging on it. Somebody snagged the photo. It was really cool. And then this year was an awesome photo. I made some QR code beads, and they work and everything. And right when we got in front of City Hall, I stuck it out. And I get on Facebook later that day, and City of Biloxi posted it's like this perfect.
I've seen it.
Yeah, but it works too. If you click on the photo, you can
and it
snap.
works.
Yeah, so awesome.
I think that's one thing me and Casey bond on is we enjoy marketing. Like we enjoy.
Yeah, and we don't sleep.
Yeah. Oh, we don't sleep.
So
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
nocturnal
marketing
bonding.
for me is
Yeah.
and that saying like I went to Full Sail, did all Ray Brandt's marketing, car commercials, loved it, and then I think podcast was able to let me kind of still be able to be creative.
Yeah, different round.
And then when I decided to do the insurance, and Carter's Champions too, my charity, you did our golf cart when you first got rolling in that.
Yeah.
John's golf cart.
Mhm.
But no, I think I love people that I think creating it's different. It's
Mhm.
thinking outside the box. You don't know if it's fucking good or bad until you send it out in the world.
Yeah.
And you're your worst critic, and that is the scariest thing to drop. Send your art out, and you're like, and then it's tough. It's one of the toughest things, but you get so used to it. Like you pull something off, like you said, like you're doing the shot at City Hall. Like you're like,
Yeah.
what is it going to be like? All of a sudden, you're on Biloxi's fucking page.
Mhm.
It's
Half the time, Casey's like me. It's like even though we do this and know what we're doing, we still are like figured out in the process. Brad understands what I'm saying too. With film, it's like you know what you're doing. I'm a planner, like I'm an OCD planner, so I can have it all mapped out. And a wrench gets thrown, and I'm like, I'll figure it out. And then when I'm done, I'm like, that's cool. I figured a new way how to get to that result. You know, and for me, I always say like, it's not the jobs and the money; it's the thrill of the hunt. Like I really like the thrill of getting there. You
And plus,
know?
marketing changes every day. There's a different style of marketing every day.
Just going so fast these days with technology.
Yeah. You don't know next week what it's going to be like.
And then some people, it's cool to learn how to cater to different brains because some people may not like this specific style of marketing, like your audience that you're, you know, pitching to. But one compliment I get, and I think Casey gets the same compliment, is like, I had a Zoom with casino execs in another state because I'm licensed to do business in New Jersey and not licensed in Vicksburg, the whole state. Point is, people that don't know Denise as y'all or y'all know me, and they're like, the compliment after the girl texted me, she said, all of our executives are really receptive to you, and they said, I like her. You can tell she genuinely likes what she's doing and she's into it. And to me, that was a really good compliment for people in suits who didn't know me.
Well, you've always done like makeup and shit. You've always been active in being creative. Like,
Yeah.
I think your
yeah.
best work is makeup. I mean, if you really, because the way you do, that's like the way you do like a certain
Oh,
style.
and I haven't even done that in like 5 years.
Yeah, she used to do my.
But I've won like 36 awards for
Yeah, she used to do-
advertising.
she used
and
to do my
marketing,
Halloween
so
makeup.
I like that too.
and fucking 15 years ago, probably.
Did I make you a zombie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me and Eddie. But I mean, she'd make. I've never seen somebody do makeup the way Denise did because it's like
Yeah.
that
thank
shit.
you.
I look fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and it was like I'd do it like you were on camera, like up close. You'd like, is he alive?
yeah, that was beautiful.
That was after I did the background zombies for Walking Dead, filmed in New Orleans. So I was fresh off of that shoot, and I learned how to.
Good shit.
I didn't
Yeah.
know they did that in New Orleans.
Yeah,
Wow.
they did some in Atlanta, and some of those scenes were in the old Six Flags
Wow.
area.
Oh,
Whatever.
cool.
Which, by the
Makes
way,
sense.
they're finally doing something with that.
What's it gonna be?
They're tearing it down finally.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be though?
I don't know. But they also shot Jurassic Park there too. The one that had Jimmy Buffett in it, Jurassic World, I think.
Yeah.
They shot it around there. Well, Brad knows they'll
He's like
slice
grabbing a
in
margarita.
different
Yeah.
locations, but
Cheated.
Have you ever done a limo, Casey?
A limo?
Yeah. That'd be a
Uh,
long ass ride.
no, I've done a
You-
hearse. I've done a hearse.
didn't Young Dolph have like a limo or longer car? I thought you did. Maybe
you
it
have
was a
some
hearse.
for
I
you?
think,
I didn't
yeah.
do I've done a hearse. The weirdest vehicle I've ever done. I really don't know. We've done. I'll tell you what. The most expensive car I've ever done was a tow truck. Yeah, it was. I didn't realize how much it was.
Checks out.
It was like a triple or a double axle. I don't know what kind of Peterbilt, but it was like $895,000, and it was used. And I was like, wow, I undercharged. But
Yeah.
but yeah, that was the most
I messed
expensive
up and do
car.
that still to this day.
I would think the most some of the hardest stuff is the very tiny wrapping, more particular, like not messing up. You have like, if you have like a full like hood, you do a hood and you can smooth it out. But if you get to like say my Ruckus, that's 200 Ruckuses, and it has like a lot of, it's just pretty much bare metal, but
Okay.
a lot of bare metal. And I wonder how hard that would be to wrap a Ruckus, making it look good.
It really just depends on the vehicle. I would say the hardest vehicle is going to be a white one because if you're color changing something that's white, the smallest little mistake sticks out like a sore thumb. The easiest vehicle is going to be black. When it comes to conformability, some of the hardest cars, any type of old school car, they're not fun because they have like seamless panels. So like everything from the door all the way over, it's like a big bubble. So you don't have any seams. But newer cars, G-Wagons are not that fun. It's just a lot of
simple, but it's not.
No, it can take some time. But anything white, you can do an hour worth of work on something small, and the smallest little mistake is a redo. Yeah.
Like
How long does a wrap last versus like a paint job? Like a wrap?
So you have like two different types of wraps. I like to focus strictly on commercial stuff, but the solid color stuff is very fun. A manufacturer makes a solid color change wrap. They're good for about 4 to 5 years. But when they say that 4 to 5 years, it's they recommend you to remove it during that time frame, because the difference between a paint job and a wrap job is you can remove it. So, I got customers that lease $120,000 vehicles and wrap it and then take it off and return it. But it's definitely a difference in a paint job. Then also, if you wrap a brand new AMG G-Wagon or something, you're not devaluing it as you would a painting it. We do a lot of commercial wraps though. That's all on inkjet print film with a laminate over it. That's like 7 to 8 year warranty, and recommendation of removing it.
So he's got one of them. What year's your Land Cruiser? Less.
No, it's a GX 170 Lexus. They had recall and paint job.
What year is it?
A 4.
The 4th.
Come on.
But if you put a wrap on yours, you keep it as a cover anyways.
But you're saying to me, you can wrap a brand new vehicle and take that off and
Yeah.
not affect the paint job?
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So you
that
have the right person like you to take it off, though, right?
That's
You can't.
crazy.
no, I mean your average Joe can do it.
Really?
Yeah. So if you bring it to somebody like us to install it, we take a lot of parts off to get that extra coverage because we want to make it look like paint. So if you were to just start removing it one day, you might run into an issue of you might have to take a door handle off because it's tucked so far under. Or sometimes we remove bumpers. The goal is to make it look like paint. But no, I mean, you could theoretically wrap a car, and if it's maintained properly, you could rip it off in 4 to 5 years and it'd be completely fine underneath it. Yeah. If the paint job's good.
Yeah, tell them about the PPF. I think is cool.
Yeah, paint protection film's good. A lot of people don't like, the idea of it because the old paint protection film likes the yellow and haze. They'll have that cracking clear stuff on it. But the new technology is very good. I mean, most manufacturers are warranting their work for 12 years.
Messed up.
Test. Mine's good.
So Anthony, the
Tess, can you hear
PPF
me?
is like, say you love the color of your car,
Yeah.
but it costs you $80,000 and you want to protect it.
Yeah.
It's a completely clear code that protects it from everything.
They have clear,
I like
they
that.
have a stealth, and they have colors. But
I bought a piece of furniture. I'm gonna have him
yeah,
cover the top so it doesn't get damaged. We talked about it today.
it's scratch resistant. Like so, you could scratch it with a wire brush, and then
Cool.
it self heals.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's cool
yeah,
stuff.
it's cool. You didn't mention that, so
Yeah.
I did.
No, that's,
I just
don't know
support
that kind
Casey,
of
so I know all his,
Yeah.
his services.
I don't know that kind of shit exists.
Yeah.
So I gotta
I would say if nobody's got into the rap world, just come to the shop.
He can type your car in page and like,
Yeah.
he can
I
type
have
it in and
stickers.
edit it like Grand Theft Auto, bro. Like
We have some cool things at the shop.
you need to check
It's
it
a
out.
nice truck, man. I
Mhm.
don't drive ever. I just drive a golf cart.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying.
And,
He can
yeah.
get a car covered always.
Yeah.
I don't have a car for it. Car for fucking
Yeah,
tourists.
you might benefit from the PPF if you didn't want to wrap it a color.
Well, no, it's the paint said fuck now. I think I need a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, seriously. it's-
Either a wrap or a paint job. I'm not
But
gonna.
I mean, but
steer in the
obviously,
wrong direction.
you know, something to wrap it with.
I think his Lexus has that where it flicks off.
Yeah.
There was a
No,
recall.
GX
Maybe.
470 had a recall. If I was the first owner, they repainted for me for free.
Mhm.
When I bought it.
I've seen Casey and Kai and his team. I see Kai in my peripheral. They've taken really like dumpy looking old trailers and,
Yeah.
and it makes them look
Oh, yeah.
brand new. It's so
I think mine looks
insane.
not dumpy.
No, not you. I'm saying
no,
it's,
no, no.
it's
just-
amazing what a wrap can like.
I'm just trying to pitch it to him right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah.
you should look at my truck.
Yeah. It's just bring it in right now. Actually.
But Casey's
He's like, bring it in right now,
sending,
we'll have a brand new
before
truck in 2
photos, I'm
days.
like, there ain't no way they're gonna help
Well,
that.
your favorite color is white. He said he hates it. Like
What would
white.
you
I
wrap
already
it?
know. I fucking
No.
know.
It's
What would
wrapping
you
a
wrap
white
it?
vehicle. It's
Satin
white.
black.
Satin black.
We need to put a district wrap on it.
No.
Yeah.
It's a write off.
Because your color is black and white, right? Yeah.
I need to bring my Tundra in.
Yeah.
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 It's got that old bus.
We're all gonna bring our vehicles.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, I paid $8,000 for mine. That's on my 80.
Well, I mean,
8.
can you just do like door vinyl?
Yeah.
You talking about like replacing a panel?
I mean, I got a Ford Lightning. I'm gonna make mine an Oliver Side insurance truck because I have a black Ford
You
Lightning.
can do it.
Oh,
yourself.
yeah.
I'm,
So-
gonna knock it off like Fast and Furious.
That-
Put Oliver Sky.
yeah.
I want it in like I love the color black.
He does
That's
commercial
that's the bread and butter of the shop. We do all commercial well, not all commercial, but we love doing commercial graphics, whether it's small, large, full graphics. Love it. Probably the most satisfying thing. I love getting a cool car and then seeing somebody get on the road with it. I think it is more satisfying to see a business owner come in, we wrap their vehicle, and then I see them on the road, especially like when they're pushing it. I have an Audi, yeah.
Yeah.
Sick Audi. Yeah.
Yeah. I have an Audi Q8. It's like the
Fast.
It's like the
Sounds good. He cranked it
Timu
in that second
Lamborghini
whistle.
Urus, but it's definitely not a Urus.
And it's not wrapped.
Blake
No.
Daniels wants to know if you can wrap a boat.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all do pontoons and boats.
We have a boat we got to wrap tomorrow. Yeah, it's a Contender, I believe. Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure. It's
Yeah, Blake, check his Facebook tomorrow. You'll see video tomorrow.
You can do fucking anything, guys. Like,
pretty much, yeah.
Probably wrap your pencil if you needed to. I know he told me that he can wrap some helmets, so that's what I was talking about. My uncle Emmett Striping. Shout out to my uncle. He just got him a big new truck coming in, but he's killing it.
Dude, you
striping
need to come out of town.
But I was like, hey, you know,
Oh yeah.
he's but I was talking to my uncle. I was like, I think Casey can do helmets.
Yeah, you know they're not the funnest thing. If it's something small, you know, we can't really prioritize it like on the spot. But we have a lot of things going on.
But you wrap a big ass truck and you want to throw some helmets.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a la carte.
My shop is actually tapped out right now. I don't think we could fit a helmet inside of it. We have like this 40-foot tool truck in there, Maybach, like 2 golf carts, SUV, and then we're doing a bus for ice cream truck.
So how far back are you with the business?
Probably another 5 years. Feels like that. Not really. But we're about 3 weeks booked right now.
Do you stop and we're like, hey, call me back in a couple weeks?
No, we try to get everybody on the books, be transparent with getting everything in. I try to give a little bit further date and then really push butt to try to get a little bit quicker so we can get people in. But there's some people, like if we're just transparent with what the time frame is, I'm not going to hold them up. If they need it really fast, I'll recommend them to somebody.
And so Denise, how the hell? You're kind of like a pimp too, to be honest with you. But all
Yeah,
clothes.
tax-paying legal pimp.
Yeah, all
absolutely.
close is like if you need like a bunch of girls to be at a golf tournament,
Yeah.
legally she can get girls for you. If your
I
guy
can.
that's got a
She
business-
got my girl.
I actually
Yeah.
introduced him to his girl on a
my
gig.
my beautiful fiance.
What-
I met her.
On a gig.
driving.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know there was a connection.
There wasn't, but it became one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get props for that. But you're missing the main thing. We're like filming. We film. Commercials, hotels, casinos, sports books. Like, so yes, there's girls in it. But if you want to film, you want us to film you with the girls. Just kidding.
Do you feel like in marketing to have hot girls in your commercials make a difference?
Depends on the client. Yeah. I mean, it's fake.
You
It
can just say
depends-
yes.
But it just depends on what it is, What do you want to see? But different brands,
Let's ask
different
the
clients, I think is fair enough, I mean, if it's, I don't know, if like when we do restaurant commercials, like we did Coraline's at Garbage, we did their commercial. It was more focused on the ambiance, the room, the food. There was no talent. So yes, hot girls help, but do you need them in everything? No. And then what is hot? What do people think?
Yeah.
Everybody likes everything. I mean, they do. Trust me. I'm the one that books it. I know.
How do you get a phone call when somebody calls you about booking hot girls for events and commercials? Let's dive into that one.
Wait. Well, it's not like a pimp service or anything. It's like
He
actual.
referred to you as the pimp of
Right.
entertainment on the Gulf Coast. He did.
How's it, like, was it? How do you have like a red phone at your house and you're like, and it rings? You're like,
How did you
hello?
know? It's a track phone, actually. I don't want anyone
Burner?
to
You
be.
have a burner?
It's a burner phone, and all the talent's stored in there.
Are you in the yellow pages?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's
That's
called
it.
Denise's little black book.
Denise, I hear you're insanely lucky at the casino.
Look, I know
I have
everybody
never
likes
gambled
everything.
a day in my life. What is that? What is gambling?
This is hearsay.
Everybody likes everything.
What is it called?
Everybody likes
I think the fifth.
100%. Like, I mean, like, imagine.
What's a casino?
I guarantee you Denise gets a call from a guy that like works so much. He doesn't have a lot of friends, doesn't have a lot of girls. He's like, hey, I'm throwing a party. I need you to put it on.
No. No, but I will say I'm really offended that when I met my good friend Francesca, after we were friends, and she went on set and helped me with a photo shoot for a theme park, and we casted children and families. And she goes, honestly, you really do this. I really thought you were a pimp. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I've never, no. What it is
I feel like you're the pimp in John Wick.
what it is, I know.
What's
I know
the pimp in
where
John
this
Wick?
comes from.
What's the Ryan Reynolds movie where he's
Back in the day, there was all these nightclubs on the coast, and my company
Greywater.
casted the go-go dancers. This is when we had clubs with dancers, and we would cast them. But they're all talented dancers. Diego is still one of my dancers. We got him on a tour of the Northeast. He did a Christmas show, all clothes on, family oriented. Okay, he got a 1099, so I'm not that kind of pimp. I'm pimping myself.
Does Diego do other gigs where his clothes are not on?
That is on his own.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. I've only seen Diego in public. It was the way you said it. You know, made me wonder.
I think I've seen the shirt come off.
I love Diego. Diego's awesome.
We always giggle because when he started working for me, it was my company was the only licensed and insured production company, woman-owned in Mississippi. Still am. That's pretty cool. And Pitbull and his business partner opened 305 Lounge, which was in Hard Rock. That's what that whole center bar
still
was
there?
built. Yeah, it's just not the same. So for the first year, they wanted 4 dancers, 4 nights a week, and they went through me. So we did a casting, we did auditions, and then Diego was like 22 or something. He had long Fabio hair, and he's dancing, at the bar. And Nick Cook was like, "You need to hire him." And I'm like, "Who?" He's like, "That guy with the hair." And I was like, "Hey, you want to make some?" Okay, now I sound like a pimp that I'm telling this.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Hey, you want to dance and make some money?"
Hey.
Okay, it sounds bad, but I need your tax form. But anyway, so I put Diego on stage, and I'm just so proud of him because this is like 6 or 7 years later. He's toured multiple times with Rand Productions. He's been in music videos. He's taught dance. But our joke was when he was young, he'd always show up last minute to like one-day gigs where they're dancing for, an event as like a, I don't know, Cinco de Mayo or whatever event. I'd be like, and I always bring the costumes. So and I pay them upon arrival, the entertainers. So I'd be like, take your pants off, take your pants off, your check's on the table. So we always used to laugh
This
at that.
is real though.
Yeah, well,
You really are a glorified pimp. You're just telling everything you're saying is.
I will testify. One of the nights, what was it? It was a night at the boat,
I
the
get how it
pool.
looks. I could get
It was I can't remember what I was
Oh, we
doing.
did you were just like supportive
I
friend
was-
helper.
Yeah, I was
we did
I was
the,
co-pimp.
neon
Co-pimp.
full moon party at the pool.
Yeah.
Casino pool.
We
yeah.
went to the back where there was this big round table, and Denise
We were in a boardroom with our
sat at the
dressing
end of the
room.
table and just cut checks and was tossing them.
I
That was the minute I knew she was a pimp. I knew it.
Excuse me, I would like to say that shout out to me for cutting the checks immediately, and they always clear.
Were you wearing a sport coat?
Always.
That's a pimp.
I think I had 2 braids that would hit the floor. But I mean, all my entertainers and all my camera crew, everyone is loyal. They're the same people around me because I do cut the checks. Because in Mississippi, all my entertainment friends tell me horror stories, DJs, whatever. They get a check, it's $200, something, and it doesn't even clear. And for me, I'm a creative. I was a artist for a very long time. I want to immediately get you paid so you have that money for your craft, for your work. So that's why everyone around me is the same people, And at this point, we just did like 7 different filming gigs in the last 2 weeks. My camera guys don't even ask me what they're making because they know they're getting taken care of. And then I go, "Oh, you're making this. Oh, sweet. I didn't know. I thought it'd be less." So I think that's like.
I can vouch for you. You've always been good. Like, if I was telling them, like, many times when you've been in a casino and you've thrown me chips, like, hey, go fucking gamble. Just go gamble. I'm like,
She doesn't
all right.
gamble.
Yeah, I've never gambled a day in my life.
Bullshit.
I can attest to the checks always clear and they're always solid.
Thank you.
So anybody who she calls,
But she
You're gonna get
she
taken
has
care
a
of.
Got a full-blown service going on, but it's not directed towards, like, any kind of sexual favors or anything like that. It's actually work-wise. If you need a flamethrower girl,
Yeah.
if you need a mermaid,
Champagne girls.
Yep. Yeah, we have a champagne dress. We should have brought it here.
I would have wore it.
It's
I
a
would've
prop.
worn
It holds 100 glasses of champagne or any liquid. That sounded bad, but you know.
Yeah.
Don Julio.
What other
Breast
liquid's
milk.
been in this
So
dress?
how can somebody find? Just go to
We
Brave
have-
Elements.
No, we have a new website. It is cepcec.com. So my marketing company and my production company, I wanted them on one site, so it's actually a combo site. So you can see everything.
And if
there.
you're gonna do a promo code, we'll get 10% if you type in them District Boys.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's do it.
Honestly, I'll do you one better. If I get a booking from this podcast, I will give the District Boys 10% towards the podcast cost.
Ooh.
So
There you go.
if you book a $10,000 big job, commercial job, I'll give them $1,000.
It's gonna go towards my statue that I want.
No problem.
I'll book a $10,000 gig right now
Just-
just to get my boys to that
But
1,000.
the thing about me is, you know, I would keep my word on
Oh
that.
yeah, you damn right, 100%.
And then
Yeah.
if for some reason I went to the casino that day, which I've never been, I might give you more.
What'd you do today?
That's it.
Free play.
I went to the bathroom,
Hell yeah.
ate jambalaya.
Hell yeah, went to the bathroom again.
Well, so you stay pretty booked too with your work. I mean, if you're doing that, you just got done doing the Whammo,
Yeah. Oh, that
the
was
light show.
cool. Yeah.
The guy that runs the light show, what's his name? That does
Colin? Colin
Oh, the
McQuilkin.
light part. I
No,
thought
the
you.
light show with the.
I thought you meant Julian Rankin. He's
No,
the
the
director.
guy that has all the equipment.
Colin
Yeah.
McQuilkin.
Colin comes here a lot to have coffee.
Yeah. So Colin and me are new to each other, but we totally vibed really good.
Mhm.
So previously he had did the lights and the event down there, but it was more focused on the live versus the event aspect.
Mhm.
And graciously, the Walter Anderson Museum of Art heard of me and my company through someone else and was like, we want this event. We want to elevate it. You can do whatever you want. You can hire whoever you want. And I said, well, I'd like to use the same projectionist, you know, based on what I've heard. And me and Colin talked. So Colin did all the 3D mapping projections of Walter Anderson's work. And then I did the production with my partner for stage and lighting, Ryan Myers. And we had video walls, stage. I had amazing LED dancers. I had a hoop girl. We got these custom inflatables made. Casey saw. Did you see it?
Yeah, the
See
hand.
this? Yeah, I had them custom made. We did really cool stuff, and they called me 4 days later and said, "Hey, we want you back next year." So 2,000 people in Ocean Springs showed up for that event.
Oh, yeah.
So,
My brother Michael, he lives in California, and him and his buddy, I think it's Jared, they were doing the mapping, and they were doing the mapping in Vegas in 2010 or
Oh, cool.
11, but they were doing it for like Glitch Mob.
Oh yeah,
They were
yeah.
doing like
Yeah, Colin works with a lot of bands and stuff.
and
He's
like
awesome.
and I'm like, he sent me a video one time. He's like, yeah, I'm just mapping. Like, what are you doing? He's like, well, sometimes when they do a DJ set, they want asteroids to drop in the sky, and it's like it's a lot of work. I mean, it takes a while to map that shit out. But like,
Yeah.
he sent me a video, and if you're in the room, it looks like the sphere. Like it looks scary as shit
Oh, wow.
because she can map like that Christmas tree.
yeah, that's a bucket list, man. The sphere's up there.
She can map that Christmas, or he can map that Christmas tree and put your face on it. And you're doing like when he cuts the lights out, they can turn anything, map that sign,
Mhm.
cameras, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Like your mom's art, they can map that, and it's like it could be like a whatever cars
Mhm.
running across it.
Do you know the first 3D mapping I ever saw? Maybe y'all heard this band Beats Antique. Have y'all heard of them? Look them up. They're so sick. So they basically, it's a band. I don't know how to explain it. It's like ambient, Middle Eastern, EDM kind of music, and they have a main chick, a beautiful belly dancer. She's always been their main gal. So the band was set up in what looked like the formation of a train, but all of their cloths in front of their equipment was white. So each scene, they turned it into a different train. And this was like 18 years ago. And when I saw that, stuff like that is what makes me like producing events, because it's an immersive experience. That's why the Walter Anderson, I love it because I feel like we promote the crap out of these events. But at midnight, everyone's like, you're throwing a silent disco? And I'm like, where the fuck y'all been? Next year, come see us in December. But people like Colin and me and Ryan Myers, like it's cool to see all these creative ideas come together. And like there's no arguments, there's no ego trips. Everyone does their department and it just works. It's so cool. Like that's my goal with my company, and I think Casey's too, is like create a unique product and experience for here. You know, and last time I was on your podcast, I told you how I felt, and I still feel this way, that I feel like there's so much talent, and we're in the Southeast, so we just kind of get shit on sometimes, and people sleep on us, but not just what we do, just in general. There's talented, creative, smart people here, and I always am trying to lift us up, you know, on a pedestal.
Yeah, a shout out to Champion Printing, Johnny.
Yes.
I have my,
I get
I have
shirts
my
from
Simon
him.
Weed proposal. I learned a long time ago to have a proposal with really written out. He was like, well, I've got this one guy, and just, I don't know if I can lock it down. I said, dude, I don't do anything unless I get half an hour. It's half an hour. I don't even talk ideas. And I said, here, and I sent him my proposal. I was like, just switch your logos on there. I said, let me tell you something. You have to have a proposal. You have a proposal. I have a proposal. That's how you get shit done, because you can't have these people like, I got so fed up where they're like, well, can you do it for free? Like,
Yeah.
no.
It always blows my mind. The people closest to me are asking, where do I pay? The people that aren't close to me are saying, can I get a hookup?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I came to the district for a cocktail, I wouldn't be like, do you have a shift drink? I'd be like, here's $40 for my 2 Tito's drinks. Like, it's interesting how the world works like that, because if I needed insurance, I wouldn't say, look me up. I'd be like, how much is it? Let me pay for 6 months.
It's been
Casey would.
I'm cheap, bro.
Huh?
I'm cheap.
He
That's
got
what
on to
I
me. Yeah, he was like, "This is a long parade now." When I was following, he was like, "Slow down."
I was going up to everybody and said, dude, this is a long parade. Be easy with the
Who
beats.
ran out there? Not me.
Not me.
Casey called me after so stressed. He's like, Denise, I have so much respect for you. That is stressful running a parade float. I'm like, dude, I know.
One of our people cut his finger off.
Michael.
Yeah.
He cut his fingers off.
I was having a grand time.
He tried to throw something.
Yeah.
I think it was at the Bella, and he just sliced his finger off.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Live
great.
event production is wild.
Yeah, we've been going on. Me and Emma talked about this the other day. So I still have a few marketing clients. We're going on since 2015. Simon Weed's been in business, and we've been striving. But I've been doing stuff up in Jackson. But this is me and her. She's got a master's in marketing. But I was talking about the marketing because I love that you said that. It's like, I love just to create, and then at the same time, like you said, you're like, I don't want to charge people for it, and it sucks, but you have to.
Yeah.
And when I start doing that proposal, and I do 100%, 50% now, or not. I mean, I've had clients like, I need you to make a logo. I'm like, my business partner's sister's gonna make the logo. Okay, fine. And all of a sudden, I get a check in the mail 2 weeks later. Oh, we fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah, we fucked up. Sorry, we fucked up. Can you start? I said, yeah. I got your check. Now I'm starting.
Yeah.
And I always win on that. And that's the thing is, you have if anybody's listening, if you're doing any type of marketing, we do get slept on for sure about marketing, because everybody's like,
yeah.
I don't believe in marketing. Motherfucking marketing will keep your business going.
It's really funny too, because I'll pitch, like with my CEC company, it's marketing, and we partner with Casey for our commercial clients. He wraps their vehicles and all that, and we partner on that. But it's like, they'll be like, my office manager does our Facebook, and I'm like, I see there's 2 likes. It's her and her mom. Like, she's really good at making the graphics on Canva, but you have to have, and it's not me on my team. I am not the expert of how to drive a post. I have people, like, that is its own full-time job. Making a nice graphic doesn't mean anyone's going to see it.
The hardest thing is to get admins to give up the power of GoDaddy and any kind of social media, because somehow, some way, they found themselves being a marketer. I mean, I spent a good bit of time at Full Sail. I mean, I knew that real college wasn't for me. Art Institute was for me.
Yep.
I knew that about myself. I knew that I could never fucking make it in an actual college.
Yeah.
Because I'm weird. And I love sitting there on Photoshop. I mean, I was telling Justin the other day, it's like, when I'm at the fucking house, like, I know this sounds weird, but I'll smoke and I'll fucking go to a blank canvas on Photoshop and make a hat design. And I have a sublimation machine, so I can make my own hats.
Right. I don't think it sounds weird at all. Like, my clients need to know that a lot of the good work you get out of me was between 2 and 4 a.m. in my underwear. You're welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like when our brains work. Casey, too. I never feel bad texting him after 2 a.m. random shit, because if he's up, he'll
Isn't that
answer.
crazy? It's when you wake up and you get your minds rolling.
Yes.
The XX,
You get creative.
computer time.
Yes.
And you're like, and you can screw up 1,000 times, but then when you hit that one thing, you're like, oh, like That's how Crawford Beer was designed.
And he's probably the same. Like sometimes you gotta walk away from the project, and
Come
then you
back to
go
it.
back and you're like, "This is dope." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Casey's good at with graphics
Oh, I
too.
can tell.
He's got a partner, Samantha,
Yeah.
who helps him. But Casey's done cranked work out for
Because
me
how
on
many
the
times have you
fly.
changed a few fonts? You probably changed logos just by your wraps. You're like, yeah, let's go with this one, and then they change your whole company logo of your fonts. It's
Yeah,
had to happen.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Designing, it's for people that are good at designing. I'd say the pre-design is definitely in the head of like stored imagery. I scroll on the internet all night long for inspiration. It just stores in my head. And we did a wrap the other day. I had a client talking to me and describing kind of what they wanted, and my brain just pulled a file out, and I remembered this photo from like 4 years ago. Scrolled to it on my phone, and then we jumbled up a design together. But yeah, I love doing designs. Love it. Love it.
I'm with you on that. And I was,
Yeah.
me and Emily have, because Emily can remember shit, and then I'm like, I'll go into the next project.
Mhm.
And I look like the other day we're in Dyersville, and I did I think it was Strong Roofing.
Mhm.
I did their logo, and she's like, "That's your logo you made." It's like, "No, I did."
Yeah.
She's like, pulls Dropbox up. She goes, "Babe, you made that logo like 5 years ago." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Or like Hibbs, Ricky Audemon. He'll be
Yeah.
on this month. He's got his Porter built business on Porter Avenue, and I forgot I did Hibbs. He goes, "Motherfucker, you made like," he said fudge, but he's like, "You made me this logo." I'm like, "Oh, did I?"
Yeah, that's cool. I have those moments. Kai is really good at pointing out stuff like that. He'll be like, look at the side of Margaritaville, and it's like a commercial we did for Paradise Pier. I'm like, oh, there it is. Or like, Scarlet Pearl gives all the love. Brad worked on those shoots.
Oh yeah.
Their Orchid Room,
They're
their VIP Lounge. Then we did a restaurant, and they're rotating. And Kai's so cute. He's seen them a million times, but he'll be like, "Babe, there's your commercial. There's your." I'm like, it's satisfying. Or Casey, I've seen like the pink and white car,
The BMW.
Kaylee's car. Yeah.
Kaylee's car.
Yeah.
When I used to see it, I'd be like, "There's your car. There's your car." Casey's car.
I mean, I love KC Raps logo. I mean, especially you don't even expect like. I love the KC Raps. I love the aggressiveness. It's got like it's got this style to it where it's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there and it's kind
it's
of
masculine.
yeah. It's like
Hindsight, I wish I would have did something different.
On that car?
No,
on
just
this
For the logo.
the logo. I thankfully, I'm more aware of things now whenever we start to create logos, but you run into issues of placement whenever you start applying them to
Yeah.
different things.
Mhm.
Did you come up with that on the beads that we just did recently?
With what?
The beads, the Mardi Gras beads.
My logo?
That's
Man.
his original
yeah.
logo.
That's this is for, like when he first
Yeah.
started shop. That was KC Raps.
I made my logo.
I get what he's saying though. Like anything, a document, a contract,
Yeah.
just fitting that type
Yeah.
of logo.
Yeah.
Just
You
like
can
on-
do a secondary.
on
though.
like on vehicles, like there's like I'll throw in an example like Strong Roofing. I think I've seen their logo before, but it's it's more horizontal and more landscape style. My logo is more of like a squared.
Yeah.
Imagine putting something on a boat. Like KC Raps on a boat looks really weird. So that's why a lot of businesses have alternatives and like different
Yeah.
selections of
Secondary.
logos.
Yeah, I design most logos where if somebody needs to,
We do secondary.
They can do font.
I would say if anybody
Well, we
is going
have
to create a
the
logo,
shape
think of
and
what
then
it's
the
going
long,
on.
skinny
Yeah.
one.
Think of what's
I'm with
going
you on that. That's why
Yeah.
I always make it where it does. It's like
on.
Brad, let's hit some questions. Anybody got any questions or anything? I know Guido shit.
Yeah, Guido just said, "Awesome woman, love you, D."
Aw, love you, Guido.
Yeah, Blake. Star wants to know if you can wrap a house.
A house.
Yeah, if it has an exterior, he can wrap it.
No, we do a lot of interior work.
Panel, he
yeah.
can wrap it.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did like a gym, the kids' room in the gym.
Oh yeah. So we
Daycare?
did like Club Fours,
So that essentially was a room.
daycare room, club, Ground Zero. If you go to Ground
Ground
Zero,
Zero.
the second floor, we wrapped the ceiling, and Lee had the idea to do a mosaic tile. It's really
Mhm.
trippy. It's really cool.
And then you have a historical like Biloxi photo.
We've done a couple dispensaries. A lot of dispensaries like doing graphics. What are you doing? What are you telling me?
Oh, the dry erase board. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. We did it was a behavioral clinic, and they wanted the whole wall to be a dry erase board. And so you can print on film. Well, it's regular inkjet film, but there's a dry erase laminate. So you can write on it and wipe it off.
That's
It was
pretty,
really cool.
That would be cool in here on a little wall.
It would be. They have so many different laminates. It's really cool. There's a lot of
We
different.
did medical marijuana shop.
Yeah, Lynn Meadows. We did
Meadows.
Lynn Meadows stuff.
That's my spot right there. So me and my son hang out.
Yeah.
Fake Winn-Dixie in there.
It's so cool. Zion loves it.
Yeah.
It's right about the house.
It is cool. Lid Meadows is awesome.
I mean, it's kind of cool that you're able to have this $70,000 printer and you can create whatever you think in your head. That's kind of the way I look at sublimation.
Yeah.
And I don't really outsource sublimation, but I just got to the point that I wanted to feel the texture.
Yeah.
Because like you see it on a computer, but when you actually print it,
hmm
it's not the same.
It is very cool with, you have one product with 1,000 different applications. Like it's very, very cool.
You can wrap an ice chest just to see the idea before you wrap a whole entire $10 million company.
Yeah. We went to we're doing the Harrison County's alternative school. And I went today to measure the cafeteria, and we just started thinking of everything. We're doing the cafeteria wall. We're doing the food, the cafeteria tables. They have the food, bar, the bottom of it. You can just brand everything. And if you go to bigger cities, you'll notice that they do this. Yeah. Everything is branded. A lot of restaurants, hotels. There's so many different things. I love it. I can't wait till the coast just blows up and everybody's like, I want a wrap. I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go close this out. I know y'all got some kids. You got to get tend to. It's getting that to that level right now.
So.
Maybe they'll be married one day.
Who? No. My daughter.
Dude, she's wild.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let her marry.
Yeah. Y'all don't forget to check out CEP Productions and Casey Raps Lahan. Appreciate y'all tuning in tonight.
And district, we got district merch. We got some cool coffees coming out. Kay, do you want to throw a special? If you want to throw one out, anything?
What was that sandwich I had here? It was so good.
I don't know.
It was like chicken, a buffalo chicken.
District chicken.
All right.
Fire.
Y'all have a good night.
Fire.
All right, if you come get the district chicken, cool with 10% off tomorrow. 10% off
chicken.
tomorrow. If you just say district chicken, you watch podcast with the boys.
All right.
Love y'all. Thank you so
I'll
much.
be here.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all.